Hello everyone. Now we continue with part 2. We're still in group communication. Part 2, we're going to talk about group roles. Of course, in our group we have roles. So let's look what are the group roles. A role is a pattern of behavior expected of a group member, meaning that we as a group member, we have our own roles. Whether we know or we don't, actually we are playing our own roles. Okay, and can be formal or designated roles, yeah, positions or titles given to a person by the group of a larger group, meaning that maybe you are assigned to be the leader, maybe you are assigned to be the secretary. So those are the formal or designated roles. In other case, there are also informal or emergent roles, meaning that a person in the group begins to assume behaviors expected of the group without being given a specific title. For instance, in your group, think again about your group. What did you do in the beginning? Whether you choose the group member or you just go with the flow later on, it assumes that someone become the leader, so it's informal or emergent roles. At the end of the day, everyone has to play his or her own role. Okay, there are three types of roles. Okay, task roles, meaning that roles related to doing tasks, doing things, buat benda-benda, melakukan perkara-perkara, task roles. Second is maintenance roles, to maintain, meaning that the roles are to maintain the group. And of course, there is also disruptive or individual agenda roles. Let's look at the three types of roles. Okay, examples of task roles, roles related to tasks or jobs or things to be done. It is leader or initiator or opinion seeker, information giver, secretary, and devil's advocate. Okay, I'm sure you can easily understand what leader is, what initiator is, because sometimes in our groups there is someone who plays the role to initiate. Without the initiator, nothing happens. So somehow maybe you are the initiator, so somehow that you initiate other people to do, your group members to work, to do things. Opinion seeker is request information, ask information, always ask about this and that. Doesn't mean that he or she doesn't know, but she's playing the role just to make people think and to get information. And of course, in the group also you have information giver. These people are knowledgeable or can easily access to the information, so they share the information with the group for the benefits of everyone. And of course, secretary, to take down the notes, to jot down, because it's impossible to do discussion or it's impossible to do things without jotting down, so that you can, when you meet next time, you can refer to the notes taken. Okay, and of course you have devil advocates. What devil advocate means is prevents from group think. It means here, without devil's advocate, people can simply become the victim of groupthink. What groupthink is, sometimes in a group, right? You don't want to contribute anything. You just say yes to this, yes to that, without thinking or without looking at the consequences. At the end of the day, everyone is like yes, yes, and yes, because usually in the group there must be a devil's advocates, because this person will questions, or this person will criticize, this person will say no, yes. Selalu banyak soal, kenapa lain no, kenapa ini. Kita nampak dia macam bising, kita nampak dia macam tak setuju, asyik menentang saja. Sebenarnya orang yang memainkan peranan sebagai devil's advocate, they are playing their roles to make sure everyone really work together in the group. So these are the examples of task role. Moving on to maintenance roles, we have supporter, we have harmonizer, we have gatekeeper, and we have feeling expresser. Looking at these examples, I think it's self-explanatory. In the group we need support. It can be supporter, chayuk, for instance. You can do it, we can do this together. So it motivates everyone to do their roles. It motivates everyone to work hard in the group. harmonizer. Of course, in the group sometimes we fight or we quarrel or we disagree, yeah, with each other, and we have harmonizer, which is the this person promotes group peace, use humor, reconcile conflict. They just don't want to be, they just don't want uh, you know conflict to prolong for a long time. Gatekeeper, the controls channels of communication and flow information, and feeling expressor is to monitor feelings and mood of the group. That's why sometimes in group we have emoji. Look at our group, look at our WhatsApp groups. What do I do? Sometimes I support, sometimes I lead, because that's we are playing our roles. Yeah, in the group we are playing our roles. And of course, in every group there are disruptive roles. What does it mean? Is it good or is it bad? Well, stage hog is recognition seeker. I'm sure sometimes in groups we have recognition seeker. There is someone who really, whatever they do, they want people to look at them, they want people to praise them, showing that they are doing the best. Only them. So of course we have that kind of people in the group, or isolate, someone who withdraws from the group, don't want to say anything, don't want to contribute, don't want to, just keep quiet, be a listener, be a quiet listener or quiet reader, which doesn't really help the group. Actually, those who isolate themselves from the group members, from the group communication, actually doesn't doesn't contribute to the group. Okay. And clown or playboy or playgirl, there is someone in the group who always joke around, taking things not seriously, everything is a joke, sometimes it's beyond tension. Joke is okay in a group, but if it's too much, then it's not helping. Yeah, it's not beneficial to the group. And of course, blocker. Yeah, blocker is someone who always opposes to everything. Opposes, this is not right, we cannot do this, we cannot do that. At the end of the day, everyone in the group demotivated, everyone in the group, the moral goes down. So this blocker doesn't help the group. They are playing disruptive role. And of course, fighter. Yeah, fighter always starts argument, always like to argue. When someone says, they argue. When someone propose, they argue. For them, everyone is wrong. He is right all the time. So this is like bullying the whole team members of the group. And of course, this is disruptive role. So look at our group. Yeah, look at our group members, who is playing what are we playing, what is our role in the group. Because at the end of the day, are we contributing to the group, are we making the group successful? Because definitely we don't want to play these disruptive roles, because at the end of the day, we don't only we distract our group. We don't, at the end of the day, we cannot achieve our goal together. And of course, cynic is displays our outlook, destroy morale. Sometimes in group, luckily we don't have to see face to face now, but if we have to work in face to face, when you see sour face, the sour outlook, you definitely feel down. You don't have, people with this attitude, yeah, really doesn't help the group so much. Sometimes we wish they are not in the group so that we can work. Yeah, without them we can work. Without them we can do better. So I hope nobody plays disruptive roles whenever we are in group, uh, whenever we are doing things or having assignment, or we have jobs to do in group. Okay.